Hello Stampers, Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach, and I'm excited to bring to you this little collapsible box card. I love it because it is a little bit different than anything you've seen before, or I hope that you've ever seen before. It is a box. You can tell just by this mechanic right here, but it also collapses so it goes flat into your envelope. It's really kind of neat. So I'm excited to bring that to you today. But this right here is from our September Bloom Box, and now that we have a different kind of program, you can actually get it a la carte. So up until September 15th, you're guaranteed to get this Bloom Box if you order it by September 15th. What you get in your Bloom Box is a stamp set, and it happens to be the Hello Sunflower one for September. You also get all of the directions, and you get 4 kits to make cards. So for this month, these are the cards that you will make from that kit. You will make this card right here, and you get all of the guts that go along with it. You have to supply your own ink, your own ink, your own adhesives, and a few of the little embellishments. But for the most part, everything is in here, okay? And then the next card is this one right here. Isn't that so pretty? And then here's this one. And this last one is really kind of neat. It's made with one of our dies, and it's just very unique, but it does fit into the envelope. So it's just a really cool little card, and wouldn't somebody that gets this be so excited, because it's not your normal average card. You also get 4 envelopes, and I always tell everybody to make sure that when you do your envelopes, or when you do your cards, that you embellish your envelopes also, because it just gives it a sneak peek of what's in the inside. And everybody along the way, all the post office people, everybody can enjoy your card along the way, and they'll know that there's something even more special on the inside. So make sure you take care of that, or take a look at that. I also made a few other cards to show you. Here's one right here with the little sunflower that we're going to use today. And then here's one very similar to that, but I thought it was really kind of cute because all I did was do just the one that stands out in the crowd, and it says, "You are beautiful." All right. And then here's the big card. And then here's another one using a colored background, which I don't often do, but it is very pretty. I just love this set. I just absolutely love this set. 18 years ago when I started stamping my business, I called it Sunflower Stamping, and we used to have enormous sunflowers here in the front yard. They were so tall that you literally had to go to the 2nd floor to see them because they were that big, and we had to saw them down because the trunks of them, I don't know if that's what you call them, the stems, were so fat. So it was really kind of fun. So Sunflower Stamping was the name of my business, and I just absolutely love them. But let me show you some other box cards, okay, that I've done. Once you start these and you see how easy they are, it's literally 2 pieces of cardstock. You can have a blast with it. So the first card I want to show you is how about our fall card, because fall is here in full swing. Now you don't have to put a bow on the top. With this one I didn't put the bow on, and it's just, again, a little box card that falls flat. This is our designer paper that's in our mini catalog, and you have to remember that our designer paper is cardstock weight. It can lend itself to a project like this so well because it doesn't flop over. It's so sturdy, just like this cardstock. It is amazing paper. This is one of our new dies. I love it. It's a designer die. And this stamp set right here is from our mini catalog also. It's just beautiful, and it all coordinates so nicely. All right, I'll have the directions and the ingredients on all of these over on my blog, so make sure you hop on over to there. So there's my fall card, and my favorite, because my favorite holiday is Halloween, and I just think this little stamp set is so cute. And again, this paper right here is cardstock weight. This is our new ribbon in the mini catalog, and this is our box card. Isn't it absolutely adorable? And it folds flat to go into your envelope. All right, so there's that one. And then it's getting to be Christmas time, so for the holidays, I have this little guy right here, and he's just so cute, this little guy, and he comes with a die, so awesome. Again, our cardstock weight paper, our designer paper, our pattern paper is just to die for. Cardstock weight, it's beautiful. We have 3 new collections in the mini catalog, so make sure you check out that Journey mini catalog. It's just absolutely phenomenal. This is the one it is right here. This is the one I'm talking about, okay? It's good until December, all right? And then another one I wanted to show you because it is getting close to the holidays is this little guy right here. And I'm going to tell you that this is adorable. This is Halloween paper, but I used it for a dark night in the middle of winter because you know it gets dark fast in the middle of winter. But this little set right here is in the mini catalog, and again, it has dies. But what I wanted to show you, and I wanted to show you with my Halloween card, if you are someone who loves to give treats and special treats at Halloween, you can load this up with those mini candies. You can put hand lotion in here. It's a great gift giver, like a gift card kind of thing. You can put all kinds of candy in here. So I wanted to show you for this one, I put in three nuggets, and you can actually stack them so you can have 2 stacks of 3 nuggets. And then I also put a peppermint patty in here to show you all of the little nooks and crannies. Now you don't want to go and smash this one down and put it into a regular size envelope because you will squish your candy. But what I want you to know is that you can take and you can put it into one of our bigger envelopes and have them hand cancel it at the post office. So that's really good. And like I told you, I can't stop doing these. I wanted to show you another one that we have, and this was our For You die right here, and it's made of presents. So it is in our mini catalog in here, but I wanted you to know that you could actually use this for birthdays also. And it comes with these cute little tags, and it has another bow that goes along with it. It's a really cute little die set. I'll have it featured on my blog. But again, you can fill these with candy. You can put bows on the top to make it look like an actual present right from the get-go. But you know, you can embellish it any way that you want. These are both cardstock. I didn't actually, and the one we're using today is done with cardstock. I didn't use the designer paper, but I wanted to show you that our designer paper will hold up to a card like this because it is cardstock weight paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so enough of the chatting. Let's get right down to the particulars on this card. And like I said, it's 2 pieces of cardstock. It's so easy to make. I want you to go and try it. Seriously, if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this, but the measurements are going to be on my blog, so I do want you to hop on over there to get all the measurements, and I will give you a free PDF because that's what I love to do, is to give you things for free. All right, so what I did was I scored it. I scored it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then what I'm going to do is to take my crease tool, and I'm going to crease my lines that I have embossed. All right, so on this one right here, there are 4 of them. You want to make sure that they're lined up nice and even, and we are good to go. And my last one is right here. Like I said, the measurements will be on my blog along with a free PDF, so hop on over there. Make sure you subscribe, okay? Subscribe to my blog, subscribe to my YouTube, and that's all there is, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. We're going to take our Journey white liner tape here, and we're going to put 1 strip of white liner tape right along the little tiny edge right up here, all right? Then we will take our bloom tool and just crease. All right, and then we're going to lift it up. I love my bloom tool, and I love this. I call it the dental tool. It's the one that has the little curve in it because you can take and you can rub down your tape and then pick it right up. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. All right, so let me show you the easy way to do this. You could take and you could fuss and say, okay, I think that's even. I think, nah, that's even. I got to go down. I'm going to show you the easy way. You're going to take not the first fold because that's where your tape is, but the second fold, you're going to take and you're going to hold it in. And then what you're going to do is you're not going to take and fold it up on the second fold, but you're going to fold it up on the last fold. So you have skip 1 and fold, skip 1 and fold. So when you're looking at it, you'll know if you're doing it right because right here is a crease and the last fold is right up there. All right, so you're just going to take and burnish that down, and it's that simple. And when you do it this way, it folds perfectly. I don't know if you've ever watched my Z-fold card. It's another box card, and I have a Z-fold on the inside. People try to put little squares inside there. I do my Z-fold card. It's so much easier to do it that way, and this is just as easy. Make sure you keep following me because I have all of these great little tips for you, all right? So here is my little box card, all right? That's all there is to it. Seriously, this is how easy this is. Now, before I put this one together, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna stamp. So I'm gonna put these aside just for a moment. I'm gonna take my little piece of paper right here. This is just scrap paper. I'm gonna take black licorice ink and I'm going to take my little sunflower and just stamp it right over here. All right, so there's my first sunflower. And now what I need to do, if you have noticed, and I don't know if you noticed this or not, but on this side, do you see how they're going in opposite directions? Well, if I stamp this a second time, it's going to keep going in the right direction, in the same direction, I should say, not the right, because there's no right or wrong. These two are opposite, and I wanted them to be that way so that the leaves didn't run into each other. So let me show you how cool I did this, all right? Let me move this aside. Let me move this aside. I am going to bring in my Journey gel plate. Okay, and that is one of our new mixed media products, which are on sale in the month of September 2017. This is actually on sale, all right? So you can get it before September 2017. And I'm going to take this out. Make sure you keep your clamshell because you need to keep it in there. You don't want anything to be setting on this because it will pick up the impressions of it. All right, so I'm going to take this off. I always keep that on there for protection. Some people say no, I say yes. The more protection, the better. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to ink up my stamp. This is just so cool. All right, I'm going to ink up my stamp and I'm going to stamp it down here. Now you don't want to press too hard because if you press too hard, it's going to get fat and we don't want it to be fat. Just lay it down and just kind of set your hands all along it. All right, lift it up, voila. Now I'm going to take my cardstock that doesn't have an impression on it and I'm going to lay it down here, and that's why I take marker and put it on the bottom sheet so that I know exactly where to put my paper at all times. Now I love doing one sheet wonders with this, and you'll see me doing that in the next few weeks. But what I wanted to show you with this is if you have this little design on the bottom of it, you're going to just absolutely love it. All right. So I'm going to lift it up and there is, see how they're going in opposite directions? Isn't that so cool? Now to clean this, and I didn't bring it up with me, I use baby oil. Just take and put some baby oil on it, take a little cloth and rub it off, and it works perfectly and it keeps it as clean can be. So let me set that out of the aside. I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to show you how I color and how fast it is. All right, so I'm going to just take a couple of colors, here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I just love to color. All right, you don't need a lot. I'm just going to take and put a little down here. This one is the one I need the most of. All right, that is just the banana cream. And then I'm going to take some pumpkin bread and put that right there. I don't need a lot of that. I don't need a lot of my sweet pear because that's just a base color. All right, even this is too much. And then right here I've got some green olive and I've got some hazelnut. All right, so let me just show you how easy and fast this is. Let me grab one of my blender brushes. I'm going to take the medium one, I think. Nah, I'll take the big one. Where's the big one? Here we go. I'm going to take one of my blender brushes. There's nothing in here. I do need some of my Blender Fusion. I always do just a little line so I can pick up from the colors. And that's just it's just exactly what it says. It's a blender. All right. So if you have some ink and you want to make it go a little bit farther, or you want it to spread a little bit easier, you're just going to grab your Fusion blender and go with it. So with this one, it's just a base coat. Okay. And I'm just going to take and quickly color. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to take some of my Fusion blender and pick up a little bit of the pumpkin bread and just take and just move from the bottom up. This does dry lighter, so don't be worried about how dark it is. And what I'm doing, I love how Fun Stamper's Journey took and gave me these lines. They just kind of make me follow what they're doing. And every once in a while, just take and go all the way up, you know, so just kind of give yourself some shadow all the way up, not a whole lot, all right, just like this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab some of my green and just whitewash the back end of this. And then go back with our green olive and wherever you think that there are shadows, and that is where they are. Isn't this cool how the gel press just turned it around? It's just absolutely beautiful. There we go. Alrighty, so now I need to just kind of clean it in the middle with the Fusion blender. You see how I'm just going from one color to the next? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here in the middle and I'm just going to push it out so it's lighter on the outsides. Alright, and with sunflowers, if you don't know, they start out with a yellow center, and as they mature, the seeds pop out, and that's what turns them brown. So these are ready to be picked and eaten. Not the flower, the seeds. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back and just push a little bit of this brown because we really want it to make it look like there's an indentation in here. So I'm making it just a little bit darker around the outsides of it, and look at how that gave it dimension. All right, so at this point what I would do is I would do 2 more sunflowers. So I had 2 full ones and 2 just the flower. I don't need the stem. And let me show you what I did. This is how fast this is. It's just a very fast, really, really pretty card. All right, so I have this. I forgot to stamp my background. So what I'm going to do with this is to just take a scrap piece of paper and grab my, I'm going to grab my little sunflower here and just ink up the sunflower itself. There we go. All right. So we just randomly stamped the sunflower all the way around. This is our top piece right here. And then what I'm going to do is to take my crease tool, because I have 2 creases in this one. All right. Again, the measurements are on my blog. All right. I have 2 creases in this one, and I'm just going to take and bone fold that over. Now I need my tear tape again because I need to put that on both this top right here, where the little crease is, and I need to put it, now watch, this is very important, you don't want it on this side for this part of it, you want it on the back side. So where the little tiny piece is, that's on the top, and then on the back side you want it down here at the bottom. You'll see why in just a minute. You guys, this is so easy. I want you to try this so badly. It's just such a great card. Alright, so here is my crease tool, because or my bloom tool, which I love. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Now you see how this right here is the bottom. All right, we're going to take and we're going to smash it up, but you're not going to put this on the bottom piece. You're going to start it at this first crease, and when you do that, you're going to center it from side to side and just lay it down. All right, so there's our first piece. See, it's not on the bottom, it's on this piece right here. Now what you're going to do is to take off your next layer using your dental tool on the bloom tool. All right, and we're just going to lift that up. Okay, yeah, I know you guys all have bloom tools, so you're going to be so happy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to smash it this way. So here's the bottom. We're going to take and we're going to smash it down, and what we'll do is just lift this over like that. Just kind of tuck that underneath like that, and when you lift it back up, look at how symmetrical that is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. So now we're going to take and pretend those are all cut out, but I have some here that are already done, and I'm just going to add, for the first one on this side, I'm just going to take and I'm going to add some, whoops, I don't want to put, for this little guy right here, I want to take and I want to bone fold him, or take my crease tool and just add a little bit of dimension to it. So I just bone folded it up, and I'm going to take and let it hang off just a little bit, okay, because we can do that because it's still going to fit in your envelope. All right, I've got my little leaf sticking up. Do you see that? Cute, cute, cute. All right, and then I'm going to, remember I told you you're going to take and do 2 big ones, and then you're going to do, you're just going to cut out 2 of the little guys right here. Now what I did was, I took my scissors, and I went around and I started cutting into each one of the flowers. Not each one, but every so often, all right? And by doing that, watch what I'm doing, I'm actually making more dimension. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting it up, just like this, all right? And just, you can use your crease tool if you want. Just be careful you don't push too hard, okay? Because you'll pull it'll be like that I love you not thing, and you'll pull it off, and you don't want that to happen because this is the wrong kind of flower. All right, so now what I do, I don't want it to be going the same way, so I'm just gonna kind of turn it and skew it just a little bit, lay it on top of my other flower, and that gives it so much more dimension. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? All right, so there's our first flower, and now we'll take our second flower. Now this one I actually put on here some dimensionals. I used my little one down there, and I used my big one up there. Again, I want to make sure that this has some dimension to it, so I'm just going to kind of pop it up just a little bit, end up hanging it off just a little bit like that, all right? And then I'm going to take the second flower and do the exact same thing. So I'm going to take, I've got a dimensional on the back there. I cut some of the little flowers like this. Look at how cute this is. I just amaze myself sometimes. Okay, so we're going to take and put that on there like that. You can lay this flat because it does go flat. And then we're going to take our ribbon. I got about 22 inches of ribbon here. And I'm just going to make a bow up here on the top. So everybody knows how to make bows. We're going to just take and bow tie this. Alrighty. Oops, where's my little finger? Okay, so there we go. So 22 inches is way too much because I don't like to waste ribbon. Alright, so probably maybe 20 inches, I'm thinking. This is way too big. All right, so, alrighty, I'm gonna take my Grand Pro shears and trim off all of this excess, and trust me, I will find something to do with all that ribbon because I'm not wasting that ribbon. All right, and here's that one. And here is my flower. Now remember, you can put all kinds of treats in here. Wouldn't it be cool? They have little packets of sunflower seeds. You could put, oh, you know what they have? They have sunflower seeds that are chocolate coated and candy coated. Candy coated chocolate sunflower seeds. Have you seen those? Oh my God, they're to die for. Okay, so anyway, we have this right here ready to be filled or ready to be smashed and put into an envelope. That is my post for today. Remember, this is the September bloom box. If you want it, you have 2 days because today is the 13th, I think. And so today, if you want it, you have 2 days to order the bloom box. It's KO0003, and you will get the entire bloom box. After that, they don't guarantee the kits. They don't guarantee the stamp sets. Remember that it's only while supplies last. This is the stamp set. It's actually 4 beautiful stamps. This is the prettiest stamp they've ever run. I love this. So I hope you take a look at it. I hope you get the bloom box. You don't have to sign up for the 6-month subscription if you don't want. You can do this one a la carte, which means you can get them just singly. All right, and that's the number KO0003. 3 zeros and a 3. If you want the actual kit, it's the 6-month subscription. It's KO0001. Along with that, I wanted to remind you that you will also get, if you buy the kit, if you buy the subscription, you will get this just a little bit before the month that the kit goes live, so probably a week before you get your kit. You're going to get the ingredients that are in these cards. You're also going to get, I'm going to put on my blog how you can order this, okay, and the cost and all of that. So that PDF right here will be on my blog. And if you're interested, this is the special for this month. It's 20% almost all of our Journey Media stuff. So hop on over to my blog. It's filled with good stuff today. Not that it's not every day, but it is filled with a lot of good stuff. You take care, have a great day, and thank you for stopping by. Love you guys.